Hail and well met, dear adventurers. 'Tis I, Bard. They, them, and she, her, welcoming you back to the mad realm. And in today's tale of mortality, I shall tell you of the ancient elders. Those beings of pure chaos, arcana, the enigmatic fractures of the even more mysterious. She who are mad. And the ones whom, if conjecture and mad ravings are to be believed, are older than the world and are older than the gods themselves. So, please, gather around and let me tell you this tale of mortality. For whence before and after the aeon began, they were there, older than the gods. Ancient elders are the very beings of the universe. When the world was chaos, they who are mad spilt her elemental blood in crystalline bones to create shards, ancient elders. They and her lovers, the creators of the mad realm where Ascenscia dwells, live in the deepest lore where ravening scholars carve out their tongue in refusal to admit the truth. They are Arcana itself. Ancient elders are her. They are ancient elders. She is madness, and madness is they by the 9, 7, and 3 eyes. To hear one speak is to feel the mind scream and the ears bleed like how the eyes do when they are beheld. Ancient elders are living arcane rifts who turned the land back to its primordial countenance before the immortals corrupted it. All slumber until they are awoken. When an ancient elder is awoken, be they great fractures or fragments, all feel woe, for there is naught but ruin that follows. To slay an ancient elder ensures one's name is forever remembered, even if they do not survive the cataclysmic death throes. Ancient elders are elemental arcana given form in one of 3 kinds. These 3 kinds are the draconians, primordials, and titans. All 3 kinds look widely different from each other, even within their own forms. Such is the way of chaos. A draconian may possess 2 heads with eyes sprouting from their fanged maws, while another could be a coiling mass of serpentine necks capped with flaming crocodilian skulls. And each ancient elder is associated with 1 or more arcane elements, and a symbol that the shards of the mad take. Blood, crystals, horns, hearts, eyes, skulls, blades, chains, and wounds. These symbols shape the elemental into their forms. The first kind is that of the draconian. All reptiles are dragons. There are many names which mortals call them, but all translate roughly to serpent. Dragons are crowned with horns and adorned with the scales of regality. They are, if one may foolishly ascribe hierarchies to the schizophrenic personalities, the lieges of the ancient elders. Draconians are the oldest foe of humanity, since it was a walking ape-like thing yet to be given the divine spark. In the days before the gods coalesced from the thoughts of mortals, draconians were worshipped as the first powers alongside their kin. Their associated number is 9. The second kind is that of the primordial. Primordials are the shifting swells of chaos, constantly changing their shape for whatever reason they may. Of all ancient elders, primordials embody the turmoil of chaos the most, in body and mind. For this reason, their presence is often not understood to be there, for they may appear as natural disasters, save for the glimpse of the maddening figure thrashing about at the heart of the apocalypse. Their associated number is 7. The third kind is that of the Titan. In yonder days the Titans were worshipped too as immense gods of the earth. In many faiths, devotions are given to the half-remembered stories of the Titans for fear of what may happen if they do not give. Titans, however, care not for sacrifices like all ancient elders. The Titans are said to have made the immortals in a bygone age, and are thus the distant relatives of all humanity. Such is why mortals look like Titans to an extent. Titans have the least variability in their form, but exhibit their chaos in what they do. If Draconians are the incomprehensible autonomy of chaos, Primordial is the potentiality and change of chaos, then Titans are the act of chaos humans need immortals and stories to make sense of. Titans are also the most likely to be awoken due to the fact humans seek them out, believing them to be unlike Draconians and Primordials. Their associated number is 3. Ancient Elders are unstable minds, each merely a screeching echo of the Mad One shouting into its own reverberating eternity. All Ancient Elders can see through one another, for they are all of her. Ancient Elders are omnipotent as it pertains to mortals and immortals, and know truths beyond what the human mind can comprehend. Whether an individual Ancient Elder shall share their lore is another matter entirely. Arcanomancers, naturally, are drawn to them, for only an insane mind can withstand the madness of the arcane. Whilst they abhor deification, she enjoys mortals for their own chaos, and will take great interest in mortal lives via an Ancient Elder's watchful eyes or dreams. So rare are Ancient Elders that they are seen as myths or fanciful metaphors. And yet, every year for 19 days, Ancient Elders awaken and go about the world reminding them of their awesome power and of chaos. So it was before the Immortals took the void and made the realms till the end of the Aeon. The tale I shall tell you now, I say not lightly, for I know that deep within the hearts of mortals there is a wrongness about what I speak, something which so invites madness that I am cast out, chased even. I do not wish to break the faith, nor do I wish to invite madness within you, my dear listener. But I merely say what I have heard other scholars say, the world over, whether they are raving or sane, written by occultists or scrivened by some hieromancer, as they have convened with the gods about what an Ancient Elder is. Thus, please, listen with an open mind, for I do not wish to begin running. I have yet to finish my drink. Now then, whence and before the Aeon began, there slumbered in the void nameless dreamers, the creators, whispering foresights and musings into the void. For uncounted ages they spoke in unspoken tongues to those unspoken to. Stirring within the knot, one of their kindred, whose visions were fraught with cacophonous voices, drowsed ill at ease. Then arose a piercing shriek from their kin that broke the eternal rest. From the cry was conjured the Aeon, and with it chaos, the astral twilight of Arcana. Thus began the awakening of the 5 creators who rule the multiverse. First to awaken, they who are mad called to their siblings with wretched tones and bade them rise to all that was, is, and shall be, to sow chaos within their dreams with the creators whom she bound to themselves. Second to awaken, she who is wise chronicled all that was, is, and shall be to gather all that she foresaw within her dreams. Third to awaken, she who is scared cast in fright all that was, is, and shall be to the avail of all that she foresaw within her dreams. Fourth to awaken, she who is noble, ordered once more all that was, is, and shall be to keep all that she foresaw within her dreams. Fifth to awaken, he who is watching observed all that was, is, and shall be to know the fates of all that he foresaw within his dreams. Sixth to awaken, he who is foolish, moved about all that was, is, and shall be, to move all that he foresaw within his dreams. To their kindred did she speak with a ruinous inflection and intone the Aeonic rites, and so bade them to be and make that which is, was, and shall be in the realms, so that whence the age came to pass that the many be one whole in the multiverse. And through the ages to come, unfathomable leagues were fashioned, such wonders nary any besides the creators could be beholden to their awesome power. Across the realms the kindred did scatter their craft, and seed bountiful worlds as the chains that bound them together grasped and pulled. So was made the multiverse where the many shall become one. Thus, with the Aeon they fashioned 3 shards to serve them and build the mad realm. In the forge did the mad make those which are called ancient elders by shattering and bleeding herself. First forged from the Aeon were the 9th-born, the dragons. Crafted from that which was sage were they. Unto them did the mad bestow serpentine bodies so that they may slither through eternity. Wings to soar and legs to tread. Also was given the mightiest of crowns and resplendent cloaks which all their kind would wear with pride. Second forged from the Aeon were the 7th-born, the primordials. Crafted from that which was elemental were they. Unto them did the mad bestow visages which could be molded by whim so that they may be as they desire. Third forged from the Aeon were the thrice-born, the Titans. Crafted from that which was epic were they. Unto them did the mad bestow arms and legs that could hold the might of their strength. And from the Aeon lastly did they make the mad realm. Within the heart of the maelstrom which made and destroyed all the same, the elements, a palace and throne was built for her. Resting inside their infinite hall, the mad beheld all her creations, and unleashed the cackling voices which drive the arcane to protean insanity. Then the ancient elders did desire to be as the progenitor, and so too did the 4th to awaken, the 5th to awaken, and the 6th to awaken, desire to create their own realms as magnificent as the mad. They asked the Titans to help forge their worlds, and in exchange hid the Titans' own creations, beings of raw creation, the Immortals. The Immortals hid in the furthest reaches of the Aeon and created their own. Beasts, the immortal and mortal realms, and other such things were their making. Yet their first craftings, the things of apathy, who knew only product and not craft, existed too. Like their sires, they made but only of a foul nature conjured from the darkening minds of the noble, watching, and foolish, and as the immortals made the apathetic corrupted. Like a cancerous blight, the immortal and mortal realms spread across the mad realm, decaying the grandeur of chaos, structuring order upon all, and at the edges of this decay was the void which the things dwelled in, perfect order. From afar, they saw the violation of chaos and seethed with rage. Once the Titans were returned, she unleashed ruin and shone light upon the Titans' follies, which were their own. So saith she.
Thou hast served me for an eternity, and thou shalt do so for all thy eternities, which is woven true by me, the mad. For thee whom I sire, thou hast been of loyalty, yet thy heart speaks where thy maws are silent. Beholden am I to thine failure of caustic wound, which bleeds foulness and betrayal. Thou art fools, my children, for thou hast not heeded my words, and have been guided by want and not heart. Look now, as thou art me thy only desire. Thine makings have made of their own volition an insolence which cannot be conducted so eagerly with mirth, but with spite and jealousy most heinous. They spiraled as she did, and spoke with mad wrath in their judgment. And with her the creators whom they loved joined in the wrath and cried to the creators whom had taken her shards and squandered and lied. Behold the most abominable things that have been so cancerous as to my heart's mourning. My eyes gaze far and upon all, but now separate, spectate the blind, thee and thy immortals. Thou hast sired deception. Forever shall thy bear ye betrayal as punishment. Vengeance be upon thee, reapeth thy failures. Own arrogance, and repent as progenitor. So did they cast the disloyal out of their realm with fervor, and in her judgment conjure forth arcana to purge the foul. With blade and spell they tore all that which was asunder twain, and took that which was abhorrent. So struck from the neck was the head of the noble watcher and fool, yet not without grievous wounds to flesh and mind. In their grasp she took the things and cast them into the places so far it grew desolate, and as a cancerous reminder of insolence as to what is to occur when one tampers with the order of chaos. They took that which was stolen from her realm by the immortals, and tore into the flesh of worlds, and sewed them with the thread of the universe to their winds. To guard over that which was new, she anointed the dragon, primordials, and titans to guard and cleanse that which was heinous in the realms. So discordant now were the three realms that the banished sphere wandered and grew forms of ugliness. Favored was the new, brought to order by chaos, and forever would they know what was, is, and shall be. So was this allowance given for what corruption the Titans forged and the mutations thereof. The immortals took that which was elemental, primeval, and gave a spark of chaos. Mortals. She saw with mortals would be much chaos, and so let them be. The beings lifted by ancient elders and pushed by mortals. To further lord over the mortal and immortal realms, they took the Aeon and fashioned mutations for whispering their deafening cacophonies until the day when the six become one and awaken. Thus was the age of rifting, which has made all that was, is, and shall be. Now note! Before ye strike at me, or say that I am a blasphemer, apostate, iconoclast, or what other words you may have for me, I speak only what I have written, from what I have heard, and from what I have seen. Of course, this may all be made up. But what is true
is that ancient elders do exist, and that indeed they do belong to one that they call they, she, who are mad. Of course, if one has spoken to an ancient elder.
You've never
Though
heard
such a
of
thing
such
is
thing.
nigh
You
impossible,
speak
as
as
they
if
are
you
not
know
too
them.
fond of
Are
speaking
you?
with mortals, for the most part. Some of which do enjoy speaking with mortals. But before you stab me and shoot me and burn me and other such horrible fates, I shall say once again that I do not wish to impede upon anyone's faith. What I say may be heresy. I do not know. I only speak what I have heard. Thus, my friends, I say thus unto you. Beware of that which you hear. For in your ventures you may hear
You are
many
the one
things,
who speaks
rumor
falsely.
and truth, and
You are
that
the one
in
who
between,
brings
which
madness
makes
to
lies.
us. Why should I listen
So
to you?
please look out with a skeptical
Behold the
mind and an
gods!
ear that does not listen, but merely
I should have
investigates.
I shall have you. I shall.
Of course,
How preposterous! There is no
if
such
what
thing
I have
scholarly
said is
than
true in
notions
some
of
modicum,
I've never heard such a thing. Never in my
though
life.
there are some
No,
contradictions
They are
to what I
regular
have
fellow
written it down,
mad persons
meaning
who
that,
have no
well,
sense of self and only
I heard it
listen
from a
to their
raving
own insane
arcanomancer
prophecies.
before they
Preposterous lies, you
spontaneously
horrible bastard.
combusted. If there is some amount of truth,
What are you saying?
well,
The gods are some
my.
making of these titans?
such a
What
thing would
blasphemy.
be
You speak the
maddening
gods are not made
to
by
think
some
about.
ancient elder. They are made by the
Thank you
universe
all
itself.
for listening.
Who else would
I
make
am
such
going to
perfection?
leave now. Please
I'm
What?
going to
Are
try
you going to say
enjoy.
so
that we are
Yeah.
far
came
Yes,
from apes?
yes, okay.
when I
Mm.
stab
I
something,
can,
it shall be
I can sense the tension in the air.
first
I am going to
into
leave.
the blade.
So please, glory to you, and may chaos reign. Bye bye. Hail and well met. Tis I, Bard, they, them, and she, her. This has been a Tale of Mortality, a podcast that is featuring and focused on my world building project of Ascenscia that has been going on for some 18 odd years now and is a world of chaos, madness, and horrors beyond imagination where mortality, humans, survive only through themselves and the spirit indomitable. And as we have discussed in today's episode, maddening things of arcane chaos and madness. If you'd like to support me, please like, comment, subscribe, share, do all of those YouTube things, and follow me on Instagram at Bard of the Mad Realm. Links below in the description, of course. And of course, if you would you like a transcription of the lore, that will also be in the dealios below. So please, thank you all for listening. Enjoy your time and may chaos reign. Bye bye.